At the side of that wall, outside there, was the Ebola treatment center. At the back of the other wall was the cemetery where most of the Ebola people were buried. So I'm in the middle of this. You hear the ambulance, either this way or that way. And that's the sound that takes you to bed. And it keeps you thinking, who next? Am I going to be the next person there or there?
The home where we are presently is situated in the rural district of Freetown, known as Newton or 4 Mile, locally called. The home is housing 20 children, and the home is called the St. Stephen's Children's Home. During the Ebola outbreak, a lot of these children were abandoned because they lost their parents, they lost their family members. Nobody took care for them, and they were just left out like that. So our executive director, Reverend Father Peter Conte, thought it fit that we should try and get a place where we can house these children, take care of them, bring smile to them, let them forget about their past.
In this community, it's very difficult for disabled like us to live in this community. Because in this community, the only work that people can do in this community to go and plant, or you do a building construction work, or where you cannot live. And we amputees, we don't know how to build, we don't know how to hold the shovel, understand? So we are still seeking for help. We need a school, understand? So we want our kids, our children to learn more than us, because that's why we need educational facility.
S-M-I-L is smile. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Our pastoral work was challenged after the war. In the churches, we have the victims and we have the perpetrators. So it was difficult for us to stand up on a Sunday morning and tell everybody God loves you, when you know there is somebody sitting there looking at somebody who has amputated them, sitting in the same church. So how do you tell in the same context that they are loved by God? How do you preach forgiveness, that it is possible to forgive when somebody sees the visual scar of a hurt being done? Even us as pastoral agents started questioning God. God, why should you allow all of this happen to an innocent person?
Now during the war, I get this problem. So that same day, we don't hide. So we don't day now, we don't lay down now for sleep. So that people they night don't come out, they can't run. They say they but they don't come. So we say now we can grab back, we run. That time the place dark. Some people they all they run. Make me foot and go inside the room, I can't fall down. Now they able to hold me. So they able to cut me foot.
My name is Yusuf Kama. I am in class 4. I live with my colleagues in the home. I have my friends.
Me and my pikin was Sisi. They take care of me. They tell what we born. In primary, they get nothing. We suffer. But this one, my child, best not the gear. They drink. So say, wish for each pap. I not get that up and handy for each pap. We cook rest, that cow did not the rub for at the gear, it eat. So it just grab in the worker, now I lost it, papa. Name Saturday, I be the try. As if I not get, I put her in a school. If you in land now, you will see what's me now, take care for me. I tell God thank you. What I get on. For today, so not get nothing safe. Now what's it? If you can't see this, you are glad for that day. If you send that driver safe now, they go make a family with.
God has blessed Sierra Leone. It's ironical that many people know Sierra Leone for the movie Blood Diamond. And this country should have been a rich country. It is a rich country, but it's only selfishness that there are fewer people who have hold into the resources while the others suffer. The war escalated because there were unresolved conflicts, because there were things like corruption. Ebola escalated because our health system was not prepared. I'm hopeful that we continue to talk, we continue to say no to those practices that led to the war, to those practices that led to Ebola and economic downfall to happen to us.
And I could